Hello everybody, so this is Artesia and I'm coming at you with a sew-in that I'm doing on my other little sister's hair. The previous video I did was on my older sister's hair, but my little sister wanted to sew in, so I'm going to be doing one for her. And just FYI, for those that comment and stuff, I have no problem getting tips and asking questions, but when there's negative comments, and then that's when it comes a problem. And I wanted to give a special shout out to this Tiffany girl because she was all up on my stuff, commenting negative, foul stuff. So I'm just letting you know, boo, get your life together. So continuing, I'm basically parting the hair and I'm basically getting off the section where I'm going to put her hair like in a ponytail. So you guys will see how I do the sew-ins when I do like leave outs, and this is just a basic simple sew-in that I'm doing for my little sister's hair, the middle part of course with the leave outs. So pretty much I am basically going to braid the outside parts of the hair just so that's not in the way of me braiding the inside of the leave out. So I wish I could show you the other side, but I figured it's the same thing. And what I'm doing is just I'm braiding from one end to the other side, and I'm doing a full circle around the middle part. So of course you guys already know, those of you that do know how to do basic sew-ins know that you can do that. This is how I do it in order to sew on the track flat, because around the head, so that when I do put her hair in a ponytail, that it's gonna be easier for her to lift it up. So pretty much I'm just braiding the side along the leave outs, and what I do is I do a zigzag going upwards. And when I do that, you'll see why I do it the way I braid, because in this pattern, because it helps me with my sew-ins. So this is the braiding pattern. I know it looks confusing for you guys, but all you're doing is just a zigzag and going around the head. So here's a full, like sew-in braiding pattern. It's not really a beehive or whatever, but it just helps me a little bit with my sew-ins. So here's the hair that my little sister had got from Sally's beauty supply store. So, and I got the weaving net. And it's very, simple. You just put the weaving net over the head, of course you guys know, and basically you just sew around the head, pretty much where the braid is at. And this helps the hair actually get flat. So, I already said this, in my last video when I did my sister's frontal and everything, but I'm just letting you guys know this is a little bit different because I'm not making a hairline. I'm just basically basically threading around the braid. So when I do that, and then I cut the axis next. So next I'm going to be actually laying the track flat. I use one track at a time because if I use two, ladies, you know, using double will cause clumps and chunks and it looks very clumpy. So using one track actually helps the hair being flat. So what I'm doing is I'm starting the end and I take the thread and I go through the track. Then after that, I actually go underneath the track and sew it instead of going through, putting the thread through the track. I feel like this actually lays the hair flatter, and once when you put the track underneath the braid, that bottom braid, it actually makes sense. So now I did a flip method where I'm flipping the track over, but you guys need to see this because when I flip the track over, I'm actually, when I flip it, it's close to the other track to where when it's gonna, like, you'll see it's very a unique technique. I call it the crossover technique personally because it helps me. As you can see, like it'll help you when you get in a ponytail and when you want to do a flip over method. So I'm almost done with this track, and basically what I did, you know, I just did this simple sewing basic, and what I'm showing you is that this is why I say one track at a time and how to lay it flat, because it looks like it's growing out of her scalp. Yes, ladies, I did that sewing like dab. Okay, so it looks flawless and it looks silky, and I'm feeling it actually. And she could put her hair in a ponytail. If she wanted a full sew-in, I could do a full sew-in. So as you can see, I'm showing you of how I do the sewing for the front part. Pretty much I'm showing you how it looks so real. Yes, ladies, I did that because it looks really good. It looks like she's growing out of her scalp. Basically, like I said, you're just going upwards and you're laying the tracks flat. So what I'm going to show you guys is that when I lay the track, I do each track going sideways, going upwards towards the middle part of her hair, of her leave out, because I feel like this helps the track be a little flatter, especially when she wants to put her hair in a ponytail. So make sure you look at what I'm doing really closely, and all right. So as you can see, you know why I do lay the tracks the way that I do is because look how flat it looks. And now I'm going to show you a little bit of the rest of the side, and as you can see, it's just so flawless and flat. And I feel like this is a really good method to do for sew-ins, especially. Now I'm actually adding a track to the hair because I want it a little bit fuller, but I feel like adding hair just a little bit to the top makes a little bit sense. So what you guys don't see is that I did actually do a video clip of me actually making the hair a little bit fuller in the front as far as adding more tracks closer to each other, and you guys didn't see that, and I wish I had the video, but it got deleted, so I'm sorry guys, you know, but you kind of get the concept of what it looks. Now I'm basically showing you that this is the final result. Basically I'm showing you like a little close-up of what this looks like. Like I told you, make sure that each track is close together in the front, and voila, look at this. So now I'm just trimming her ends because she did get an 18-inch on the bottom and the 14-inch on the top. So I cut the 18-inch down to a 16. So basically I'm just layering it, making it even, and there it is. It looks more natural. So I'm basically going to be adding the Cantu silk. It's basically a polish that I put on the hair. It protects the hair when you're putting any heat on it, and it makes it smooth and silky smooth. So I'm just going to be putting some on her edges. What I didn't show you guys also is that the flat ironing part. I'm just going to basically just show you that you can blend it and stuff like that, but at the same time I'm just showing you how I do my sewing. But I do straighten it, I just didn't do a video on it, so sorry. But you guys already know that blending it, you have to straighten it in order to blend well with this.